harmonious relationships. It is what all you human beings are aiming for. And we can understand this. There is so much joy that you can experience within a harmonious relationship. There is love, there is bliss, there is space in which to connect, in which to blend your energies with another. And of course, the movement of the energy of being human is towards being in relationship. And of course, we can talk about a harmonious relationship with anything, because of course you are always in relationship. But it is within the nature of the intimate relationship that you move towards in order for it to be harmonious, in order for it to be peaceful and loving. And there are a number of different attributes or skills or desires that can arise in terms of how harmonious relationships come about. And it is, as we have said before, centered on how you feel about yourself prior to going into that relationship, and simply understanding that which is the energy that is flowing through you, that has the ability to attract another human being that has a similar vibrational frequency to you, or that other person may have a different vibrational frequency to you. Now, what will happen is, in terms of when the relationships come together, the energy that flows between the two of you will create the nature or the basic way that the relationship that you are in operates. Now, what you need to be mindful of is how harmonious you wish the relationship to be, because from the perspective of the word harmonious, it implies that the person that you are wishing to be in relationship with has a very similar vibrational frequency or a very similar energy to you in relation to how they look out into the world, in relation to what they are expecting from their life, what they are expecting to experience. And it is important that there is a dialogue or a communication or an exchange of ideas or an exchange of desires that takes place before you move into relationship with someone. Because what tends to happen when human beings come together is that there is a chemical reaction, there is a urgency in order to come into relationship, and often the desire or the understanding of the purpose of coming into relationship is lost for a moment in time, but begins to, at some point later, begins to emerge or re-emerge into the visible state of the relationship. So you can see, so you can sense, so you can smell or hear the harmoniousness of the relationship, and whether or not you are in tune, and whether or not you are vibrating at similar frequencies. So it is important that firstly you understand that which you desire within the nature of the harmonious relationship you are trying to manifest in this lifetime. And it is important that you are definite, that you are positive, that you are understanding the intricacies of the qualities that you desire in the relationship to manifest. And also, when you connect that to the qualities that you have within yourself, then they must also connect to the qualities of the person you are magnetizing or manifesting into your life. The harmoniousness of a relationship comes from the similarity with which the vibrational frequency, that is the uniqueness of you, blends and creates and brings forth or attracts someone of a similar, if not the same, vibrational frequency, so that you can blend, so that you can have experiences in life together. And there is something that, when relationships appear to get into difficulty, when relationships appear to have conflicts or things that are not going so right in terms of the way that you perceive the relationship should be going, if you can look below the difficulties that seem to be occurring and look back to the very reasons, the very qualities that you manifested in this person in the beginning, when you were first trying to attract this particular person, you will see that they are still there. You will see that those qualities still exist, but have simply become covered up, simply become obscured by the nature of living in the complexity of your world. And that is what we would say, that all relationships are harmonious at their basic level. Of course, we have spoken at some length previously around the nature of unconditional love for yourself, being that which you can mirror to your partner or the person you are in relationship with, which creates their own understanding or their own ability to uncover their own unconditional love for themselves. And of course, when two people are in a relationship that is based in unconditional love for the self, that is mirroring back to one another what unconditional love is, then that is where there is truly a harmonious relationship in play, in action, which is the universe loving itself through one person and mirroring it to another, and then that other person is in unconditional love to themselves. And so the energy of unconditional love is like a loop. You get caught up in the unconditional nature of the relationship, and that is one of the most harmonious relationships a human being could ever come into contact with, could ever experience, because of the nature and the purity of the energy of unconditional love. It is something that is not so difficult to get once you have a true understanding of the nature of yourself. So aim for unconditional love for yourself, so you can reflect that to your partner, who will begin to constellate unconditional love for themselves, and then through that process the harmonious basis of a relationship will begin to grow. Thank you.